been quite an adventure. We think this might be the one. Before and
it could be sunlight, it could be rain.
Hey you guys, welcome to our vlog. I'm Claire.
And I'm John.
And together we are
Rhode Ventures.
We are both Rhode Island natives, maximizing life by downsizing, simplifying, and traveling.
Join us as we DIY our own camper van and adventure.
If you guys are interested in the topics of van life, travel, or intentional living, then follow along and subscribe to our channel.
We are going to start with our van build series, so follow along for weekly updates as we progress and build out our tiny home.
So we've obviously gotten many questions on why van life. And we actually discovered RV life first a couple years ago on YouTube. We went down the YouTube rabbit hole and we uncovered van life and we were hooked. But at the time, it definitely felt like a faraway dream.
Another thing that caught our eye on van life is just a lifestyle of intentional living. So being very thoughtful about what you bring into your life, because this is such a small space, you really have to limit and think, is this gonna just crowd my space or benefit my life? So that was a really appealing aspect, as well as just your impact on the environment. We don't have such a big footprint. We're using sustainable products in our build and in our life. So all these things also were a huge appeal as we began this journey into van life.
Alright, so let's get into some of the details and show you guys our van. Alright guys, let's go.
This is our 2015 Mercedes Sprinter van, 144 wheelbase with a high roof.
Another thing to mention is that we opted for the standard two-wheel drive versus the 4x4 wheel setup. We chose this configuration due to price range and also just that those vans are a little bit trickier to find, and this van was local to us.
Be mindful that if you have any sort of budget, you will have to make some trade-offs.
Hey you guys, I am sitting in our passenger seat, which did not come with this van. So as John was mentioning, we did have to make some trade-offs because we wanted a van that was local to us so we could go and check it out. We wanted it to be in our price range and we didn't want like a ton of miles. I know what you're thinking, 115,000 is quite a bit, but these Mercedes Sprinters, especially the diesel vans, which this is, can run for quite a long time, anywhere of like 300 to 500,000 miles. So we have a bit more travel in this van. So one of the trade-offs we did have to make was we bought this van without a passenger seat. It just had a jump seat, and so we did have to install that, but it wasn't too hard and we were able to source the seat from eBay. One other thing to mention was that this was a work van, but it was used for the Boston Bean Company, which is a coffee company in Boston, so semi-local to us, and they used it to just transport their coffee between cafes, which we thought was really cute. But if you are buying a used van, you will have to understand that this was somebody's work van and that's what they used it for. So you may have prefabricated walls or shelving or structures in the van, which we did, and we had to take down.
So as Claire mentioned, these are most often used as work vans and they get put to a lot of use. Ours came with some dings, some dents, but things that were minor we were happy to deal with. We were very fortunate that it came with a few windows. So we had our side panel window here as well as our two rear windows, which was nice. So we didn't have the added expense of adding those in after we bought the van.
this cute little bunk window was put in by yours truly, and we will show that if you tune in for some of our future build series vlogs.
We bought our van in July of 2020, right at the height of the global pandemic.
Yes, and because of that, you know, people's vacations and summer plans were shifted, and so I think a lot of people were opting to buy RVs this summer, campers, and even these cargo vans were pretty difficult to find. And so that was just something that we had to get used to, and if we saw a van we liked, we knew that we had to kind of jump on it.
That being said, when we came across this van online, we immediately jumped in the car to go see it, and really right from the moment we saw it, it felt right.
Yeah.
We put a deposit down, and within a week we purchased the van.
I would recommend going through a dealership based on our experience. I would definitely say plan for a couple months to find the van. You really can find it in like however fast you need to find it. I think we were looking for like between a month to 2 months, so it is possible. It really depends on what you're looking for and your budget. But yeah, give yourself some time. We checked Car Gurus like regularly. You can set up alerts. It was very helpful. So we definitely recommend that platform. Anyways, while it was a long process, we are very happy with our purchase and we absolutely love our van.
So stay tuned and follow along with us to get more of these beautiful views.
We will catch you guys next week for the very first video of our build series.